What is your secret sauce to coaching?
Oh, wow. Gosh, I would have so many things to say that are in the secret sauce. I think I'm in alignment with you. It's about taking risks and following your intuitive impulses, even if it's scary for you, or you think you're going to look silly, or like believe in your intuition. And I think improvising, really connected to the person and what they want, and doing whatever it takes, saying whatever it takes, asking whatever it takes. Because, I think training coaches, I just see how people feel so self-conscious and uncomfortable. And I say, it's taking those risks. It's making the bold move, obviously from a grounded and intuitive place, not just anything, but that can transform someone's life in one session. So secret sauce to me has very much to do with the synergy of the two people, your intuition, being connected, and caring way more about the other person's life than looking good or acting normal. Because I do a lot of things that people go, wow, that's crazy, that's wild. And I think, I don't even think about that, because I'm more concerned with how can I be kind of an instrument for your transformation, whatever I have to do.
Yes, I love that the use of the word instrument, a vehicle, a tool for people's transformation, even if it makes you not look good, or makes you feel intrusive, or makes you feel scared, or whatever it is. Yeah. How do you tap into your intuition? Like, what is your best mode? Because I know a lot of coaches struggle and they don't even think to go intuitively, but what's your best tool to access that?
Wow, I would say that's why I think why I use the word impulse. It's impulsive. It's like I'll be coaching you, and I'll feel an impulse, and I'll say, you know what? Should we stand up? Or, it's like, I'll just follow it. It's, I also ask, because maybe the person doesn't want to stand up, but it's like I offer from my intuitive impulses that are connected to the person in the moment, and it just comes. Or an image, but it's not a heady place. It's something that comes, like kind of, it's either an impulse or an image usually.
And where do you feel it typically in your body?
I would say it like in my core, I feel the impulse. And the image will be like a flash, like it'll just like, I'll be listening to you and I'll just get an image of something. So, yeah. And I don't offer all of them. I actually don't, because for me, intuition needs to be in balance. If you use your intuition too much as a coach, in my opinion, it's too much about the intuition of the coach. So I'm very much a fan of using strong or following strong intuitions and impulses. So if it's a really strong, or it comes back 2 times, or it's a really strong impulse. If not, I'm actually more interested in asking what the intuition of my client is. So I might say something like, wow, I'm getting this image. What image comes to you right now? Like, I'm more interested in, before you hear me, let me hear you.
I love that.
Coaching, I love that. We can overuse our intuition.
Definitely. And I think some people struggle and they ask a lot, how do I determine whether it's intuition or judgment?
Yeah.
Right? Like, how do I know if I'm getting an intuitive hit, or whether it's more like a cognitive share, right?
Right. Well, definitely, I would say definitely that there's no processing of it. So, right, like you're not thinking about it. It's not a train of thought, but actually something really in the moment. As soon as you process it, then it's something else, right? Then or the moment is past.
Yeah. Do you do anything like meditation to keep that like intuition fresh? It's like a muscle kind of, right? What do you do?
I meditate anyway, not for keeping my intuition fresh, but just because I meditate, really to stay sane.
Yeah.
To be able to navigate life, I meditate.
Yeah.
But I'm sure that helps, because meditating helps me stay more connected to myself on a deeper level, and then that's just present when I'm coaching.
Definitely.
But, sometimes I might say something and it might be a thought. It's not always I wouldn't say that I have it down to a perfect science that I can distinguish always between an intuitive hit and something I might think, because of course,
Yeah.
Right.
But were you like that in the beginning, or did you like grow into this like distinction of using intuition?
I would say I was kind of like that from the beginning. I think yeah, it was part of the reason I think I was drawn, just like you were drawn to coaching, because it gave you a way to speak the truth and you were already like that. I think I was drawn to coaching because I'm very intuitive and I could use it, right? Like it was kind of the same thing, but with intuition for me.
Oh, I love that. Yeah, it's interesting to think about what draws us to any profession, in this case, coaching. But that makes a lot of sense. So it would stand to reason that you had it from the beginning, that intuitive portion.
Yeah,
That's a gift, though.
well, it is. And it's like it's more like an ability, maybe more than describe it as intuition. It's more like an ability to connect deeply with another person. And in
Yeah.
that deep connection, there comes some kind of phenomenon for me where questions are born in the moment in that connection. And so are they intuitive? Maybe they're synergistic, but they definitely come from being really connected to myself and really connected to the person in front of me. And then it's like the rest is magic. So it's intuition, and maybe it's something else, you know. Sometimes I think that there are things that we can't explain with words that happen in coaching.
Totally, totally. But like, it reminds me of that guy you sat with at the barbecue. Like that wasn't just some list of random go-to questions. Like, you were intuitively sourcing those questions for him, right? In the moment.
Right. Well, I'm sure that is what happened. Although, you know, it's not something that, you know, you're aware of in the moment, you know, just I'm sure you've had this too. Like, I'll meet someone, you know, a couple years later, like, you know, I don't know, in a cafe or a bar, and they'll say, you said something to me 2 years ago that, you know, and I think, what did I say? I don't remember the conversation. But it's true that when you care about people and you're connected and present, things will come out of your mouth in service of their lives, and you're not even aware of it, the impact of it.
Nor where it came from. Sometimes I say, like, where the hell who came up with that? or even better, when someone says, when you were coaching me, you told me, and I don't tell anybody anything, and they say this thing that I would never say anyway, even if I was telling. And I find it so funny because they were the ones that said it. It came to them right through coaching, but they think someone else told them. They can't even like give themselves credit.